welcome to the channel. And today is story time. So this story is from an experience I had, and this is being shared as an antidote for all the lessons that are in it. There is no regrets. Everything has happened the way that it was supposed to happen to bring us to this moment where we are right now. So, a few years ago, I ended a long-term relationship, and the person I was with and I were trying to figure things out and maintain a cordial friendship type relationship. So we were both a part of a spiritual community, and this spiritual community was having a gathering in Oakland, California. And we decided to travel together. We had already been separated. We had decided decided that I no longer wanted to be in the relationship in November, and then we traveled, I want to say, in February as part of this, to participate in this gathering with this spiritual community. So we traveled together. We shared a room in someone's home that was part of the community. And things on the surface seemed to be going well. But I noticed that when we were around other people, my former partner at the time was very warm and friendly towards me. But when we were alone, it was as if a switch had been flipped, and they turned into a completely different person. They were cold and angry and aggressive and hurtful towards me. So one day, we were in this person's home, these people's home that had opened their home to us, and we were sharing a room, and we all were having breakfast together. It was a group of us, maybe about 6 or 7 people. And we were sitting at the table. Everyone was having conversation, including me and my former partner at the time. Everyone was having conversation. And then people split off and separated, and it ended up being that it was me and this person left sitting at the table. And I was just continuing to carry on the conversation that we were in the middle of with the other people. And this person said to me, "Why are you talking to me?" I know. I didn't really know how to respond. And I believe what I said, I was so caught off guard. I believe I said to them, well, we were having a conversation. You don't want me to talk to you anymore? And they were like, no, don't talk to me. And I was drinking some tea at the time, and I said, should I leave the table? And they said, yeah, I don't want to talk to you. I don't even think there are words to describe what I was experiencing in that moment. Honestly, I really internalized it. And I thought something was wrong with me, the fact that I was wanting to continue in conversation with this person. I really thought that I had done something wrong by continuing on in the conversation. So I got up with my tea and I went in the room that we were sharing, and I sat on the floor because there was nowhere to sit other than the bed. I sat on the floor and I just started to cry. I didn't know what to do. I was so overwhelmed with confusion and hurt. And this was the beginning of that pattern continuing on, where they would be kind to me around other people, and the opposite of that when we were alone. And it was in these moments that I realized that I would not have any type of relationship with this person moving forward. I was still sort of at the beginning of my healing journey and really coming into getting to know myself on a deeper level. So this caused a lot of mental anguish and confusion and pain for me. And at the time, I didn't fully realize that I was being manipulated and basically abused. I was being isolated from any type of relationships that I had with anyone. This person would tell me things like, what are you posting on social media? People are coming to me because they think you're going crazy. They're asking if you're okay. They would present as if it was concern for me. But what it did was it created a wedge in between people that I believed I had relationships with. It caused confusion and caused me to question, why wouldn't they come to me directly? Why would they be going to this person if they were concerned for me? So, if you're here watching these videos, this video in particular, then you already probably get the gist of why I'm sharing this particular story. Sometimes the people that are closest to us, when they're losing us, they will use whatever tactics they can to attempt to maintain control or maintain a place within the relationship. And that's what was happening. So while I was in California, really my only regret was that I didn't get to see the redwood trees. I was in a spiritual community that I was beginning to feel isolated from because of this relationship. People were taking sides with their actions and their lack of action. I was in a place that I had never visited before with people who I believed had love for me and wanted to build relationship with me. But I was all alone. I went to eat by myself. No one invited me to do anything in the spare time that we had. It was a great lesson for me. I needed that to happen the way that it did. It taught me a lot about what healthy relationships are and what they are not. And from that experience and the experiences that followed, I learned what I don't want in relationships, in partnerships, in friendships. I learned how to be alone in a healthy way. If you are in a situation where you're ending a relationship, you're ending a partnership, and the person that you're severing ties with are doing things that are causing you confusion and hurt, most likely it is manipulation and abuse. And you will be okay without those relationships. God is making room in your life for you to deeper connect with yourself, to deepen your relationship with the God that lives within you, and is making room for people who will eventually come into your life that will love you in the way that you deserve to be loved, that will water you and uplift you. And in disagreement and conflict, they will hold space with you and for you in a loving way. Sometimes we have long seasons where we are physically alone. This is not a punishment. This is not a punishment. It is an invitation for you to really get to know yourself, to value what it is that you have to offer, and to offer that to yourself. So now, years later, I value my solitude, I value my alone time, and I still, when I feel called, I attempt to connect with individuals that I feel a sense that we have the potential to have a fruitful relationship. And when these attempts fail, when my attempts at connection with these folks fail, and I use the word fail loosely, instead of looking at myself saying something is wrong with me, I'm not lovable, I'm not worthy, I'm not all these things that we tend to do and internalize when people choose to not want to connect with us. I see it as an invitation to connect deeper with myself. So if you're in this season of your life, embrace the invitation to connect deeper with yourself. Embrace the invitation to sit with yourself, to spend quality time with yourself, doing the things that you love, and know that it is a purpose to it, not a punishment. Take care.